students across the district get downright silly for an important reason. We'll tell you why. From audio mixing to claymation to small engine repair, students get an introduction to some specialized skills offered at Broadmoor Technical Center. We'll take the pulse of 2 signature programs that let Shawnee Mission students get an early start on pursuing careers in the healthcare industry. And we'll visit a district program helping students with disabilities learn the life skills they need to succeed. All on this episode of Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. Welcome to Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. I'm your host, Leanne Neal. Preparing for a big test requires lots of study and preparation, but when you've done everything you can, sometimes the best thing to do is have a little fun. With crowds cheering, teachers dancing, and flags of encouragement flying, rallies like this one at Nieman Elementary tried to get students excited about doing their best on the annual state assessments.
So we're going to say this cheer, and I might repeat it on Monday. Strike, strike! Show your work, show your work. Show your work, show your work. Just right. Just right. Indian fans, clap your hands.
The tests are given district-wide to students in grades 3 through 8 and once at the high school level. Team Nieman head coach, also known as Principal Stan Anderson, led his students in a rally cry.
Motivate to concentrate. All together, motivate to concentrate.
Channel 9 helicopter pilot Johnny Rowlands stopped by to share his story about the importance of good preparation and how it has helped him to succeed.
You are motivated, you have studied, you are prepared, you are ready. Are you going to do great? Yeah! Are you the smartest kids in the state?
Coaches motivate teams, and we felt that this was a great way, and not only a great way, but a great timing to motivate our Nieman team, because we as a staff and a group of students care. Bottom line, I hope it creates unity among us all and the importance of a goal that we have together, whether you're participating this year or in years to come.
It was a similar scene at Marsh Elementary, where Principal Pam Lewis and her staff worked to ease test anxiety.
These kids are just great. I'm so lucky to be the principal.
Even students too young to participate in testing this year got in on the fun by making signs encouraging their older peers to do their best and take it to the max. Results from the assessment tests help the district measure student achievement and also are used to meet the requirements of No Child Left Behind. Final results from the spring state assessment tests will be released in the fall. Did you know that Shawnee Mission has programs that teach how to install security systems, design clothing, and create culinary masterpieces? Up next, students at Broadmoor Technical Center share what they've learned.
We read The Friendship for Today by Patricia McKissick. Rosemary isn't sure why all the adults in her life are so excited about integration. All she knows is that now that her best friend Gigi has gotten polio, she will be the only black student in the entire 6th grade at her new school.
A Friendship for Today is set in 1954 after the Supreme Court has made a law saying that black and white students must attend school together.
On the first day of school, Rosemary wears a pink dress with lace. All the other kids have on jeans, and one classmate says she looks like one of those dressed-up monkeys they have at the zoo.
Then she's assigned to sit next to Grace, whose family tells everyone to hate black people.
How will Rosemary survive this awful year? As Grace and Rosemary make an unlikely friendship, you will see that their friendship is for more than a day. This story is partly based on the author Patricia McKissick's own life growing up in Missouri in the 1950s. We give this book 4 stars.
Welcome back. Usually the last place you'd expect to find students spending a day off from school is in school. But as you're about to see, it was not an ordinary day.
job.
Excitement about learning was generated by a special program to introduce younger students to the unusual educational opportunities available at Broadmoor Technical Center.
So I'm like, okay, it'll just be like another day at school. And I sort of was dreading it until I got here, and I'm like, oh, looky, I get to make stuff. And I've never been an artist, so this is probably the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Students in grades 5 through 8 had a chance to try out things like creating claymation characters.
We use tin foil to wrap it around so we can make like the body part. And eventually we're going to take flat clay and cover it to make features like the face, the clothing, and all that fun stuff.
In the small engine repair room, it was safety skills with power equipment and a safety video that made an impact.
You like the video? That showed how like it can be destroyed, and they did a ham underneath the lawnmower, and it got really tear to piece. Yeah. So you don't want to put your foot under there.
Broadmoor students, who are members of Skills USA, hosted the day as a community service project with the understanding that their interaction with the younger students would be key.
For our kids to understand that this is a great program, they need to give back that information to the other kids in Shawnee Mission so that they can make good choices. Somebody did this for them when they were young and told them about Broadmoor at some point. Now it's their chance to give that information to another Shawnee Mission student.
In the culinary arts program, young chefs had an opportunity to test their palates.
Tastes like nuts? Okay. Now, you tried the second one, right?
Yeah.
What did it taste like to you?
Citrus.
Yes.
We basically went around and tasted all the different kind of things that we include in our everyday dishes, like oils, cheeses, chocolates, vinegar. I hope they learn a whole bunch of different flavors and flavor palettes and taste things differently.
A National Skills USA grant from Lowe's Home Improvement helped fund the event and also introduced the Lowe's crew to Broadmoor.
It's a total different experience from anything I went through in high school, definitely. I mean, and just giving the kids the opportunity to go more on the technical aspect of things versus just your regular classrooms. I mean, I like it a lot.
In Broadmoor's state-of-the-art digital recording studio, some students tried vocal freestyling.
4-1-1-2-1.
Yeah.
In the security surveillance workshop, students had fun doing something that's usually taboo.
I've actually been inside the room with Dr. Johns helping in the security station and helping the children, you know, letting them pull the fire alarm and doing all the fun stuff on the stuff that's irresistible.
Networking and computer services instructor Byron Johns says he wouldn't be surprised to see some of these younger students in the future.
Some were kind of skeptical when they came in and they went back there and had a lot of fun. They were like, you know, chatting back and forth like, now this was fun. This is really interesting. So I think they will be back. They're really talking about what kind of classes or how they could work that in their schedule.
120 students in grades 5 through 8 took part in the Skills USA Service Project. To learn more about the programs offered at Broadmoor Technical Center, visit www.smsd.org. Click on the Students button at the top, then select Broadmoor Technical Center under District Centers from the drop-down menu on the right. High school students are getting a head start on healthcare careers thanks to the district's signature programs. Up next, we'll check up on these scholars who one day could be taking care of you. Welcome back. Today we have an exciting update on a group of students I had the pleasure of shadowing earlier this season on Spotlight on Shawnee Mission.
Forward! March!
It's official. Shawnee Mission North's NJROTC drill team is now the 2010 National Drill Champion. Competing against the top 26 high schools in the country, the Indians successfully defended their title at the NJROTC National Championship. What's more, the team, under the leadership of Dennis Graylis and Chris Nevin, was within 3 points of being crowned overall NJROTC National Champions. In the end, the unit took first place in color guard and armed regulation, second place in unarmed regulation, third place in unarmed exhibition, and seventh place in armed exhibition. These wins added up to an easy national drill title, as Shawnee Mission North defeated the second place team by more than 100 points. Congratulations to all. Students interested in healthcare can get a real jump on the competition thanks to the district's PreMedical and Biomedical signature programs offered at Shawnee Mission North. Check out what some of our students are able to experience while still in high school.
We have pre-medical and we have biomedical. And generally what we direct students towards is that students who choose the pre-medical program are students who anticipate maybe becoming doctors, surgeons, the medical school route.
The other one's up here at the top.
And those students take organic chemistry, they take a lot of advanced sciences and a lot of advanced math. And once those students get through our program, they're ahead of all the folks that they see that are also interested in healthcare.
Sweet, first time. Nice.
The biomedical students generally meet Shawnee Mission graduation requirements. They are also required to take human anatomy and physiology, and then of course our medical science curriculum. We see a lot of our nursing students or students who are planning to obtain certification or 2-year degrees focus primarily on the biomedical piece.
We have to take medical terminology classes, we have to take anatomy classes, so that'll help us all through college because we'll be a step ahead of everybody else.
Even in our junior level class, we learn how to use a stethoscope. We actually practice using those things, and that provides our students a step ahead of the peers that would enter into various other prep classes. We prepare them to be at the head of their class, so that next step, whatever that may be, an 8-month certification training or nursing or whatever that next step is, that learning curve will be much easier and much quicker for them to get through. The Shadow experience really is the capstone of our program, and again an outgrowth of the old health careers. What we've done, I think, maybe in addition to what they've done in the past, is our students leave our building every day about 11:30. They travel to their shadow site. The shadow sites are primarily selected by the student based on their interests.
This past 2 weeks I was with emergency response, and that was amazing to be able to do these things, you know, that you usually don't get to do until like 3rd year medical school, which is really cool.
They are right in there next to the healthcare professionals. They get right up into the surgical situation, and they're right alongside the bedside nurses, and they see charting, and you know, they're there.
I was in NICU one time at the neonatal intensive care, and there was a nursing student that came in. She was a 3rd year nursing student, just raving about how she had just seen a baby born. And I had been to labor and delivery and to the NICU, and I'd seen 8 babies born at that time. And just to say, as a high school student, I've seen more babies born than a 3rd year nursing student, and it really reinforces our decision.
I constantly hear how mature our students are, how professional they are, how caring they are, that our students exhibit a sense of compassion that some people are surprised at for students of that age. We've grown from about 75 students to this year we're almost 200. We encourage anybody to enroll that is a serious student, and we'll help you go from there.
We're the Biomed group from Shawnee Mission North High School. Today we're going to do 3 different activities with you guys.
By the time they get to this point of their senior year, they aren't high school students anymore. They function in an adult world. They understand time and place. They understand the appropriateness of behavior, and they are able to communicate and articulate in an adult fashion with mastery of medical terminology, and they're ready. Then they know they're ready.
When people look at our resumes and we say we've had so many hours of shadow experience, and they look at that and they go, oh wow, these people are serious about that.
As I took the introductory course and I memorized medical terms and learned all the basic systems and stuff, I really enjoyed it and it stuck, and I was glad to do the work. It really wasn't work for me. And so I decided to go on and take the level 2 class. And so I've really enjoyed it, and my plan right now is to become an RN, and because of my experience in this program.
After doing this, I know that I want to go to nursing school, and I know that it's not going to be just me trying something new. It's going to be something I'm going to be really focused on.
I had a student stop me recently, and she said, and I've told her I'm going to put it on a poster. She said, you know what I've learned in this program is that anybody can put scrubs on, but we learn how to wear them.
Connie says the program had about 75 students when it started in the 2007-2008 school year. Now, in its 3rd year, enrollment has more than doubled to nearly 200 students between the pre-med and biomed programs. To learn more about our health science signature programs, visit our website, www.smsd.org, click on the Students tab at the top, and select Signature Programs from the drop-down menu. Life skills may not always be easy to learn, but they're extremely important to know. Up next, The Shadow checks out a district program that helps students with disabilities successfully transition from Shawnee Mission schools to the working world.
Hi, my name is Adam. And my name is Rock. We go to Sunflower Elementary. We read the book Night of the Howling Dogs by Graham Salisbury. It is about a boy named Dylan and his scout troop. Dylan and his troop are hiking on an ancient lava flow in Hawaii. When they get there, Dylan spots a couple of strange-looking dogs. Tragedy strikes. Dylan and another boy, Louie, are the only ones uninjured, and they have had some troubles in the past. Will they overcome their differences and become friends? Will everyone be okay? Read this book to find out. We rate this book 5 out of 5 stars because it is a great suspenseful story.
Last year on Spotlight, we featured the Greenhouse Project, a district program working to expand employment options for students with disabilities. At the time, the Transition Services students were just beginning to work with master gardeners to plant and grow herbs. Now, check out how far these young entrepreneurs have come.
Total is $10. Added even.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
This year, students put their entrepreneurial skills to the test by hosting an herb sale. There were plenty of customer service jobs to go around, from greeting guests to serving as cashier to keeping inventory, even curbside herb delivery. We'll start with Lane, who worked checkout.
I have a sheet of paper here and it says all the plants' names.
basil, cilantro, dill, and oregano. And I put how many they buy of each, and I add it all up, and it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun doing this with my classmates.
After they get from the checkout, I take their money, and I give them the change, and then they leave. And I tell them thank you.
Next Wednesday during entrepreneurship education class, we'll be meeting and talking to them about how they thought the sale went, what they think went well, what they think that they could do differently next year so we can kind of plan ahead.
In addition to the herbs the students had for sale, they also grew enough throughout the school year to serve as the herb supplier for the district's Broadmoor Bistro. Kudos to everyone on a job well done.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Today on The Shadow, we take a closer look at the district's Transition Services program with one of its instructors, Linda Waltz. Thanks for letting us come today. Tell us a little bit about the program here at Broadmoor and then what we're going to see today.
Okay, our students are 18 to 21 years old. It's a transition program. The students have graduated from high school but have not completed their IEP goals.
At Broadmoor, students with special needs, ages 18 to 21, are able to continue work on their IEP or individual education plan, which could be in areas such as vocational education, independent living skills, or social skills.
Within their IEP goals, they have transition goals. So what is it that they need to be independent once they leave here? It could be taking care of their laundry, grocery shopping, budgeting, social activities.
So all aspects of their life so that they can be successful moving forward.
Correct.
Today you're selling. Is this something you do every day?
We do this once a week on Wednesdays, and each product has numbers by it. So as he takes in the money, he'll make change, he'll mark off exactly what it is, so it's our inventory.
Oh, okay.
And that way we can match, did we go ahead and collect the correct amount of money? Did we give them the right amount of change?
So you build in the checks and balances for them?
Checks and balances, absolutely.
Which is good, because that's what you would have in real world.
And what's really great is to watch from the beginning of the year, not having that confidence, to now he's standing over there by himself and doing it on his own. Nice job, Travis.
When things slowed down a bit, Travis and I had a chance to talk snacks. Tell me about your products, because they look pretty good here.
You got rice pretzels, and puppy chow.
Oh, and puppy chow. Oh, which one's your favorite?
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a favorite?
Yes, Coke, vanilla, my favorite.
I think all three.
Oh, you're a good salesman. Linda says Transition Services students have gained a lot from Snack Sale Wednesdays, thanks in large part to Broadmoor's students and staff.
They joke with them, just being able to stand and with their heads up and their posture. They wouldn't have done that when they didn't do it when they first started. They were cowering, they were afraid, they were concerned, and now they have just blossomed. They are more confident in their social skills, the interaction with everybody. They're confident with the money. They're confident with being able to mark it off correctly. It's so great to see. Nice job, Nick. All right, this young man would like to buy something.
Yeah.
In addition to the time they spend at Broadmoor, Transition Services students who are ready work with district supervision at job sites within the community.
Right now I have 4 students who are in assisted living, bussing and setting tables, and another 2 that are working out at Gordman's that help in the back room.
Travis and Michelle are 2 of Linda's students who currently work at Bickford of Overland Park. The Assisted Living Center's Community Relations Director says the students have a lot to offer.
They come in for several hours a day and help us in the dining room. They do clearing the tables, helping reset the tables, vacuuming, sweeping, and they're just a real positive, force in the building. They're very enthusiastic and friendly to our residents, so just the interactions with our residents is another positive experience of having the students here.
We have been so fortunate within our community. We just start talking about our program, and they're very accepting and love to be able to open up their doors to help our students increase their skills to be competitively employed.
You're doing knives, so how about I work on spoons?
Yes.
Would that work? Back at Broadmoor, the life lessons continue in the Transition Services classroom, where I help Nick, who's putting away the silverware. You got the last one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. We're done.
Done.
And we have them doing every part of it. They have to do their laundry, they have to bus the table, they have to plan the menus, they have to do the grocery shopping. So all of that, it's all part of becoming independent.
On this day, it's Travis's turn to prepare lunch for his classmates. As he stirs the pudding for dessert, we chat about what's on the menu. Did you help plan the menu?
Yeah, we do it like every Wednesday. We plan the menu, see what we're going to cook, and write it on a piece of paper. Then we go to the store, shop for it. Then they say we fix it.
While Travis continued preparing lunch, Michelle and I talked. Tell me a little bit about your class. What do you enjoy about your class here and the friends that you go to school with?
My teacher is nice, and my friends nice.
Michelle also told me that she really enjoys working at Bickford.
Yes.
Linda says the main goal of the Transition Services team is to get students to the point where they can be competitively employed.
We went there last day with the Shawnee Mission School District to look like the first day of the rest of their lives.
Linda says several former students were offered jobs at the businesses where they worked during school. What a special program. I'd like to thank everyone in Transition Services for letting me visit. That's all the time we have for this episode of Spotlight on Shawnee Mission. Join us again as we continue to feature the programs and people of Shawnee Mission who are helping guide students to success. Thank you for watching.